What's up, guys? I'm out working today, you know, filming and stuff with my digital camera, or with my digital camera. But I just thought I'd wanted to make another video today and upload this, and I'm gonna upload this on my phone too. But okay. So anyway, I had a yard that, you know, I went and I was cutting the grass, and for whatever reason, they told me that they didn't want me to cut it that day after I showed up there. That's totally fine. You know, they didn't, you know, she was and actually the husband is the one that wants me to cut the grass, and then the wife is at home, and she was like, she doesn't want me to cut it that time, and said that she wouldn't want me to cut it. She wanted me to cut it at another time. You know, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks. She just said whenever it gets long enough to their preference to get cut. Now, when that was said, when she said that, she was like, can you come back in a week or two whenever it's needed? Just whenever it's needed, you know? And I'm thinking, okay, that's fine. You know, I spent my gas and I wasted my time to come out here to come cut your grass. That's fine. I can come in another time. But I'm not going to just keep driving by your house until I feel that it needs to be cut so you can come tell me not to cut it again. I mean, I'm not going to just drive by your house and be like, oh, well, it's not long enough again. That's wasting my gas. So, anyway, he called me and he's like, well, are you going to come and cut the grass sometime, you know? And he kind of had a little attitude. He was just like, hey, buddy, are you going to cut my yard? You know, and I was like, well, yeah. I was waiting for you to call me so that I would know how long it is. I said, because I can't just drive by your house all the time. And he's like, yeah, buddy, but, you know, we're regular customers. I said, well, you were a regular customer until you decided that you didn't want your yard cut. So when you didn't want your yard cut after I done scheduled you in, and you're on my route, and then I show up and I wasted my time showing up to your house when I could have went to another house and got paid, then you are no longer regular to me. You are just someone that calls me when you want your yard cut. I mean, honestly, that's how I felt about it. I felt that, you know, for the price that I'm charging, I mean, it should make no damn difference if I showed up and cut the grass if it didn't need it. It's not like I don't cut people's yards to take their money. I mean, if their yard legitimately didn't need to be cut, I would have just edged it up, blew everything off, probably sprayed some weed killer, so that way, or some fertilizer or something. Then therefore I could have still charged, and it would have been a thing. But you know, hey, it is what it is. When you no longer become a regular customer, which is someone who sticks to their schedule, then I mean, you know, it's just one of those things where I'll just brush you off my shoulders. You know, but anyway, I'm going to go cut their yard now. I just really wanted to vent a little bit. I just wanted to see what you guys think about that. Like, how would you feel if, you know, it's Gatorade right there, man. Drink Gatorade and waters. And smoothies. But how would you guys feel if you went to come cut somebody's yard and then they told you, you know, not to go cut it, and then they had an attitude a couple weeks later, you know? Because honestly, I was gonna drive by their house today anyway, just because it's been about a week and a half or so, maybe 2 weeks. But no big deal, you know. And this is the same house. See, this is the same house that, you know, I would cut their grass. They cut their grass, and you know, the husband wants it done cheap, you know. But he wants it done, and he wants it done. And actually, when I showed up, he was like, wants the cheapest deal, but he wants to cut the most frequent. Like, he was like, I said, well, you want me to come cut it every 2 weeks? And he's like, well, can you come and cut it every 10 days? I think 2 weeks is too long. And if it rains, then just cut it every 7 days. And so, well, anyway, so the wife, one time I come over and the wife was complaining about there being grass in the flower bed. And, you know, I mean, I pulled some weeds out. I didn't do it as if she was, because she didn't pay me. She was just like, well, there's some grass in the weeds. And I was like, well, I don't cut the grass blowing it that way. So, I mean, you know, things happen. I mean, whoever put the mulch down maybe didn't put a weed barrier down or something. I mean, I don't know why there's grass growing in your flower bed, but that doesn't have anything to do with the man cutting the grass. I mean, so I pulled the weeds for her, and then she wanted me to put a little ring around her tree, you know, so she could put some mulch down. And, you know, and it's just like one of those things where it's like they've got money. I mean, they've got a nice pool, and I mean, they've got money. I mean, you know, and it's just one of those things where it's kind of one of those deals where it's like, you know, they're going to take advantage of me if I just let them. So, you know, I told them I was going to come today. I may not even come today just because I want to show them who's the boss. Nah, I'll probably show up today, man. It's good business, you know. I want to say I'm going to do something and then don't do it. But still, anyway. Just chatting a little bit, uploading another video for you guys that want to watch something, you know. Actually, I got to go get some shirts too today. And while I'm chatting, look, I went and bought me a new insert for the, these guys looking at me while I'm driving and talking to myself. New insert for my weed eater because my weed eater head was completely flat. Like I'd worn it down completely. And I didn't even buy that. I bought that at the end of last year. I bought that in December because I always buy I'm gonna buy a new piece of equipment at the end of the year because everything goes on sale. Like they have, well, at my store anyway, they have in between December and February, they have, if you're coming in there, they have an end of the season special. They have an end of the season special, so you can go in there and get, you know, it's like discounted. I think I paid for that 110, FS 110. I can't even remember how much I paid, honestly. It was like $400 or something like that, $350. But I mean, but you can go and get it discounted. So yeah, I think it may be like 10% or 15% or something. Then if you're paying cash, they give you another discount. It's because they got a cash discount. I bought it at the end of the last year. Or yeah, I bought it in December, and you know, it's been what, 7 months now. This is October or July, so 7 months. And you know, I didn't use it in December, didn't use it in January or February. So yeah. You know, anyway, just riding around, it's about 2 o'clock. It'll be about 15 minutes after I press stop, then I'm gonna press upload, and then take about 5 minutes to upload, so that's what time it is. So anyway, peace out, guys. I don't want to waste all y'all's day watching. I don't want y'all to waste all y'all's day watching me. Plus, I got to go get a backpack blower too. I mean, not a backpack blower, but a leaf blower. Like my little cheap ass Poland finally messed up. Yes, I'm so excited. So actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go rent one from Lowe's real quick because I got a Lowe's credit card. So I'm gonna go get one from Lowe's so I can finish up the day, and then something's gonna make me not decide to change my mind and maybe take it back because I'll have the receipt and everything. So I'm gonna go get one of those today. Actually, I was at the store. Like, I mean, I was at the store, but I didn't bring enough cash with me. And I don't have enough cash. Well, actually, I had planned to go to Lowe's, and then I'll get the other little one. Anyway, so which one would y'all like recommend, man? I've seen they got about 4 leaf blowers out there. They got like a BG55, which is like considered a homeowner's one. Then they got another homeowner's one, and the BG55 was like $150. The other one was like $170 maybe. Then they had the 2 professional grade ones. I don't remember the numbers, but they were like $260 and 2 something else, like $280 or something. And my thing is that it's just, I mean, like, I've seen the difference. It's got the little vibration or the shocks or some kind of springs in the handle, so it's less fatigue on your hand. I mean, but is there much of a difference in the power? I mean, you know, because like I was looking, and it's like the BG55, I think, is like 145 horsepower or miles per hour, like 460 CFM or something like that. And then like the big one was only like 155. You know, it's like 10 miles faster. Like, I mean, didn't see much of a difference for $100. What do you guys think though? Help a brother out. I mean, I want to get a backpack blower too, but I don't have $500 to spend on a backpack blower. I do have roughly $200 I can spend. So, and I should have gotten that while I was at the store earlier, but I'm actually pressed for time. And like when I buy stuff, like I'm kind of anal about it. Like I look up and look at reviews, and I like to buy once. I like to measure twice and cut once instead of cut a bunch of times, you know. But I've got to use a leaf blower for the day, and I had to, you know, I was just tapped out. I mean, I bought another memory card. It's just I tapped out. I mean, I got to make some more money before I can just spend some more. And I mean, I could probably ask my wife for some money, but who wants to do that? Anyways, take care, guys.